When was the last time you celebrated you? And I don't mean a big thing. I mean, when was the last time you celebrated something teeny tiny? A micro win that only you know what it took to achieve. Like, yesterday, I did not press snooze twice. I pressed it once. And that made me so happy that I celebrated. Or on the days when I find myself in the pantry, again, reaching for the cookie. And instead of taking it, I back away real slow. You have no idea just how difficult that is for me. But that's why I celebrate it. Or on the days when I'm running late, instead of it letting it ruin my entire day, I pause, take back control, pick up the phone, and let people know. These are the wins I am talking about celebrating. And when they happen, I write them down on a piece of paper. I take a moment to feel the celebration as I place them in my celebration jar. Not because they are impressive, but because they are real. There are so many ordinary moments like these happening across our lives every single day that could and should be celebrated. Because without these small things, the big things just do not happen. But how often do we notice them? And if you do notice them, do you count them? Do you celebrate them? Because when we stop noticing these things, this is how we slowly start to disengage from what is real and true about ourselves and this world we live in. And we live in a world where we have been trained to scan for deficit, or as I like to say, what we could have done, should have done, and would have done, instead of celebrating and noticing what we have done, what we have got, and who we are because of that. You see, from a very young age, we were trained to only celebrate outcomes like grades and titles or achievements that came with external validation, but not to celebrate the effort it took to just keep showing up, especially when we didn't want to. For most of human history, we didn't wait for things to be finished before we celebrated. We celebrated seasons. We celebrated survival. We celebrated shared effort. Celebration was not something that you celebrated at the end of the goal. It was how we stayed hopeful when nothing was guaranteed. But somewhere over time, celebration has been narrowed into highlight reels and only the big milestones. And in doing that, we have lost something essential. We have lost the practice of noticing. We have stopped noticing the everyday wins, the undeniable proof that, yes, we are capable. And yes, we are growing. And yes, we are making progress. And when we stop noticing these moments, that is how doubt starts to seep in. We stop seeing what's real, and we can very quickly believe that we are not enough. And that is the whole story. I have seen this pattern play out everywhere. In individuals who tell me all the reasons why they are not good enough. In teams who believe that they do not have what it takes to succeed. And in organizations, when they talk about engagement as if it's something you go out and find. They've all started with what's wrong. And don't get me wrong, we do need to understand and pay attention with what's not working well. But we are starting in the wrong place. When we start with limitations, our world narrows. But when we start with what's right, what's working, what's already strong, the shift is almost immediate. Nothing has changed externally, just perspective. And I want to be clear. Celebration is not pretending everything is fine. It is not denial. And it is definitely not toxic positivity. Celebration is recognition. Recognition doesn't just change what we see, it changes how success actually feels. This jar, this is my celebration jar. It is clear so that I can see all of my celebrations building moment by moment. I use it to capture all of my wins. But most importantly, the wins this world told me didn't count. Like the fact I only press snooze once. Winning. Each note in here, if read by anybody else, may seem small and insignificant. But to me, this jar holds my truth. It is filled with the proof I need to see when that negative voice in my head is so loud. You see, without these micro wins, nothing else happens. Every big success, every brave decision, especially when we are not ready, none of those happen without these coming first. But this jar is not just for me. This jar represents a global movement we can all build together. Right here, right now. One where we stop waiting for somebody else to give us permission to celebrate ourselves. Celebration can be loud. Celebration can be joyful. Celebration can also be quiet, because at its heart, it is personal. So I leave you, not with advice, but with an invitation. Create your celebration jar. Decide right here, right now, 1 or 2 things that you would normally have dismissed, that you can name, count, and celebrate. Not something big, something small, something teeny tiny that only you know what it took to achieve. Write it down on a piece of paper. Take a moment to feel the celebration as you place it in your jar and celebrate you. Thank you.